You're talking about Gala. I'm like, we're getting out of Gala, are we?
I am getting out of Gala now, and I'll share why. I will
Yeah.
share why. I need to just get one more screen together here before I can adequately do that. This one here will go over on. I got another monitor, so now I can look over here and over here. When I'm over here, this is what I can share on the screen, on this, and then over here is where now I have my all of my extracurricular content, and then this main monitor, the actual laptop monitor, is where I'm visiting with you guys. So let's open up this here and grab my bookmarks. There we go. All right. So, oh yeah, and by the way, just so everybody knows, you think that if you think Zuckerberg was weird before, guess what he just did yesterday. He's been selling. He spent 3 days doing it. $90 million. He sold $90 million of his own stock. What happens when smart money sells big, large sums? What happens shortly after? Yeah, I think Meta's gonna crash. That would be great.
That'd be
Uh,
amazing.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got to go through. Oh, there we go. Nope, that is not the one I was thinking of. Oh, all right. Where did it go? There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay, thanks so much everybody for tuning in. Just had to get things set up from yesterday. I had it all set up, ready to go for this morning. And then last night, Wayne Peters on What's Up Canada had some technical malfunctions. And so I had to quickly pivot and rearrange everything on my computer screens to help him out. And I had to bring things back this morning. Okay, so let's get going. First off, we need to talk about where we're at next. What's the next little phase we're headed into here? Altcoins, they've had a little jump up here over the last little while. They're kind of starting to equalize their bounce coming up. You know, that drop was a little bit unexpected for a lot of people. Wasn't unexpected for us. We kind of knew that something like that was going to happen, and sure enough, we had a retracement sometimes as high as 30% in the altcoins. Now, once that's occurred, once that's happened, money starts to go into the other coins, usually layer 2 coins. And it is as that is coming together, and as I'm watching the different assets and how they're responding, it's good to watch the prices. And I'm going to bring up a chart here. This is Gala. We've been trading Gala for a while. I think I got started with this, I want to say, beginning of September. Let me just look here. No, actually, it was not till just after the election. That's right. I was watching it for a while. So just after the election, November 7th is when I came into the trade. Now things are going very well. Oh, share my screen. There we are. This is the Gala screen. On a 2-hour chart, here is the position that I took right here. Yeah, here's the position that I took there on the 7th of November, and it's going very well. So why is Paul leaving this one? Well, again, I'm not going to say that other people should also leave. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, as with all of my trades. You have to recognize that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert of any kind whatsoever. I just share with you what I've learned about identifying trends and how to position money to take advantage of those trends. And right now, Gala is doing very well. I mean, overall, 43 days, and I'm up 137%. It even went up to 200% above, and it will likely continue to go up. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to be swapping my Gala for a different coin. And I'll go through the why I'm choosing the one I'm going for. But the big reason why I'm coming out of this is because there's great to see the charts, and of course it's a bubble, and so a lot of these projects are going to experience some flux. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that my assets are going places where I know there's going to be some longevity. And I've lost some faith in Gala's ability to have that longevity. And simply because they are, remember how I was talking about how AI was going to do generative graphics design, basically programming these video games. The video game producers or developers, the most of their energy and effort and resources is spent on programming the environment. Well, AI is being brought on board in order to program the environment for the developers, but in a real time fashion. So, as your character plays the game, as it goes through the game, the environment generates itself in front of you, kind of like reality. And if you don't know about how reality works, you join us for our private calls, because that's where we talk a lot about more about that kind of stuff. So Gala isn't staying current with technology. They're not bad. They might even have a great option, and could still 5x. Who knows? I'm not here for the best ones that are going to. I'm honestly, this bubble, I'm not here for the best ones that are going to be the best, like most ethical. I'm not here for the ones that are the companies that I most align with. Some of them are there too. I have some of those as well. But I'm really just here to make sure that I get the most out of the bubble. And I know that in this bubble, AI and gaming, once they get married to each other, it's going to change the entire economic landscape of the whole nation, of the whole country. Audrey, sent me this sent me a article yesterday. Let's pull that up, because that's actually pretty interesting. In Grand Prairie, Alberta, get this. This is why it's okay to watch the mainstream news every once in a while, because you actually find out some interesting things every once in a while. I it doesn't always work out, but here we go. Largest AI data center in the world to be built in Northwest Alberta, near Grand Prairie, believe it or not. So this article here goes over. It's in partnership with O'Leary Ventures. Okay, so it's multi-millionaire Shark Tank dude. So he's starting up this AI center near Grand Prairie. So this here is in. Why is he doing that? I don't know, because the only thing I can think is that he thinks that one of two things. Number one, he either thinks that he can do this, build all this infrastructure right before the bubble, or he plans on being there after the and then losing money, or he more likely plans on building something for the long term. The fact that it's just being built now, it won't be ready in the next few months, right? This is going to be a huge project. But seeing it in Alberta as one of the it says largest AI data center, that's huge. That's really, really big. Estimated $70 billion price tag, known as Wonder Valley. Interesting, eh? So the innovations of AI and gaming are going to be so well married that I don't believe Gala is going to be maintaining their. I don't think they're going to stay current. They're falling behind in the development stage. And so I want to make sure that I get the most that I can out of my money. Again, Gala might go totally up. It might go up 10 times from here. Who knows? It's only at 5 cents. $5 isn't even really that out of the question. The market cap is probably good. Let's go check it out again because I don't remember these things. Market cap 1.9 billion. Look at nice and saturated and everything. But they're not keeping up with the tech. And so I'm more interested in things that are going to grow more over the next 3 to 4 months. So what am I going with? Well, the first thing we have to recognize is that we are already kind of past that first stage in the altcoins. And so I don't want to put it into altcoins. I'm actually wanting to get further down into these layer 2 coins. And I'm also recognizing that out of all of the sectors that we talk about, AI, memes, real world assets, gaming is still number one, the lowest, what's the word? Dominance, the lowest dominance. Layer 1 or AI coins have a market dominance of just over 1%. Memes, I think it's like between, I think it's 2 or 3%, and then real world assets are nice and low, like 0.1%. And then gaming is also really, really low. And I think that real world assets are going to experience a much bigger bubble after the AI cycle. It's going to do great, but I think that gaming is still going to experience the greatest returns. So I'm not going to just be leaving gaming. I'm going to be taking my Gala that I have on today's call live on screen. I'm going to be taking the Gala that I have and swapping it out for something else. So what is it? What are the ones? I really like Superverse. Superverse, I think, is going to be one of the main coins that lead the gaming world. Now I've got a lot already, and so I'm not going to go for more, but look at how even in the last day we found that support after this big jump. So technically, let's just go to the last month here. So this movement, if we zoom in to the day, look at how much it's come down. So this here is great. We're finding support right now. If we take a look at it on here, Superverse. Let's get the Binance field. Oh, I thought I had, yeah, I got one here. Okay, so there's Superverse. Look at that, coming up against this resistance. Now we've got a couple more milestones to hit before we get up to that all-time high, and I would say that it's going to be around that $3 mark. It's a psychological level because that's provided some resistance as well in the past. But then after that, well, there is one here kind of. So 260, $3, 360, and then all the way up. There's nothing stopping it beyond that. So this is a great option. But this one here is more about the community. This is a community of developers, a community of gamers, and they're all coming together to make better games. So this here is a community. I'm looking for something that's a little bit further down into the rabbit hole. And the ones that I've been looking at, we're going to go through them. I don't think I have them listed here. Nope. So we're going to go back to CoinMarketCap and start there. Beam is one of them. This one here has a similar market cap, a little bit less saturation. However, the reason why I like this one is because while the price is still nice and low, this project is newer. And as a result, we're seeing these folks along with, I'll throw up a bunch of different ones here actually. So let's duplicate these tabs here. Duplicate. And what I'm going to pull up is my list here. Super Seed World. This one here, yeah, that'll be a smaller market cap. We got to duplicate. Let's get the next one. Xboard. Oh yeah, beautiful. This one's gonna definitely run well. It's again, newer project, right? Already has done very well. In fact, it came from lows at 5.6 cents, now sitting at 34 cents. Let's keep going. I've got a couple others to put up here. Oh yeah, that's right. Nope, that is not the right one. Yeah, this one here. Okay, and then duplicate, and let's grab play. I better double check that one. This one here, I better find that one, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I got a bunch to grab here. Out of all of these here, I actually feel like Beam is my favorite. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to do better. I just like it. I like the feel of it. I like how well it's doing. However, if I wanted to risk putting my penis in a pencil sharpener, I might go for Seed World. And I say that because this one here, look at the saturation. 17 million versus 159 million. And so this one here is going to be higher risk. However, when that happens, it's also very much a good opportunity. Very new. Look at all time. Just started in October. So it is a baby, but it is definitely in partnership. It's a part of that larger ecosystem with Superverse as well. So it's going to have the support it needs. It's got the marketing, and they're staying on top of things and connecting the AI with the gaming processors so that we can have that generative environment. No idea what games they're developing. I'm just looking at it from a tech standpoint and whether or not this is going to do well. So that's an option. Xboard is another one. This one here is actually on what's the name of that network? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Arbitrum. Arbitrum is a layer 2 on Ethereum, so they're using those smart contracts, and so it'll be available in Uniswap or MetaMask, not a problem. And then Super Champs is another one. This one here is a little bit more saturated still. Yep, still very new project. Sitting now at 9 cents, down up from 1.4 as a low. And this being a smaller cap, this one here very much needs to have a good community. And again, because of its connection with Superverse, this here is going to do, I think it's going to do very well. Up 200%, well, that's pretty much right around where I am with Gala, so I'm not losing much of an opportunity, which is great. Now it's just a matter of execution. So that's another option. And then oh no, I already have Super Champs up. And I think that's all I wanted. Oh, hey, yeah, check this out. Fetch now has their, well, they've had it for a while, but Fetch has their own wallet that would be very interesting to have for their products. So, moving out of Gala into one of these other coins. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this back up again. I don't really need to bring this back up again, do I? Because I'm just going to go ahead and pick which one and then move over to MetaMask. So, I'm going to go with Beam. And the reason why is just because of the higher market cap, a little bit more safe. I am going to split up what I have coming in here. I'll be moving around. I need to bring up that screen. Yay. Uniswap. And password, there we go. Let's this over here. All right, so now I should be able to, yep, so everything's showing up there now. All right, so I've also talked about R trade in the past. That's another good one from on the RWA side of things, just as a sidetrack there. Let's go ahead and bring up Beam on this screen just because I'm going to be having that there. And then what I do is that I click on Uniswap here. Now, my Uniswap is connected to my MetaMask wallet, okay? So here's my MetaMask wallet. It doesn't show everything because it only shows one network here, but all of the networks together, this is what's trading right now. Here are all the assets that I have currently. And what I do is that I go and find Gala. Oh, look at that. Gala. Up here at the, it's currently sitting at 1591. And I'm going to look at that. Okay, great, awesome. Click swap. When I click it, I'm gonna grab Gala as the first token, and I'm gonna max it out, selling the whole kit and caboodle. And then I'm going to Beam. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't want the max out. Let's look at that total first. 21,000. Oh. Well, I've got the sound of Kevin O'Leary in the background now all of a sudden. Why on earth? That wasn't playing for how many minutes and then all of a sudden started. Okay. Back to Gala. So I got 21,695. I'm just going to go with 11,000 for the first one. Oops. So there we have about $810 Canadian, and it's going to translate into 16,077 Beam. I'm going to click review, and I'm losing, it looks like about $8 here. And it says my fees, look at that. My fees are really high, $85. So I'm not a fan of that. So, but I always start with Uniswap simply because it is a very quick exchange, lots of liquidity to make sure that these bids go through. But I checked that first. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna open up MetaMask. And oh, I got a notification. What's this all about? Oh, right, because I received the Ethereum. Notifications mark all as red so that icon doesn't there. Okay, so I go find Gala and I click swap. And now I'm going to test it here to see if I can get a better rate. So 11,000 Gala, and I select the token. This is going to be Beam. Now it's fetching the quotes. And there we go. Yeah, fees are pretty much the same, 83.07, whereas network cost over here is 79.92. And so I just want to watch that. Let's get another, how do I get, let's get another quote. And to do that, I just change the numbers. And then that resets, looks for another quote. Max fee 83. Okay, so between the two of them, I am actually having less fees over here. Now, the reason why the fees are so high, two things. Number one, network activity is a big contributing factor, but it's because of how terrible Ethereum is. Ethereum as a coin for trade is actually really bad. These fees here are because I'm having to go from the way that Ethereum works. It goes from Gala into Ethereum, into Beam. And so that's why the fees are $77. You're paying it twice. And that's just, again, that's just the way that Ethereum is and why nobody likes it for this kind of thing. So I just go ahead, click swap, and the activity is pending right now. That's great. While that's happening, I'm going to go ahead to Gala again. And I keep thinking that I can swap in here, but nope, I cannot swap here. So let's go here and bring up Gala again. Now this one, I'm going to take the other half of this Gala, so max it out, and I'm going to be taking in which one? I'm going to do the lowest market cap. I think that that is, yep. Look at that. Market. This one here is the risky one, the riskiest one here. So I'm taking the other half and I'm putting it into the riskiest one. Seed World. 17 million market cap, 15 fully diluted volume. This when it takes off is going to experience a lot more volatility. And so the risk is there. That's why hey, if you want to play some high risk stuff with me, get your adrenaline pumping a little bit, push some buttons that expose you to some volatility, this is definitely the one to do it. So I'm gonna grab this now, Seed World. But now what I do is, because I don't have this contract listed in my MetaMask, so I'm gonna copy this web address, or this contract address right here. And the reason why is because that's what I need for, there it is. That's what I need to get into my wallet. MetaMask. Well, let's just do this. And expand view. All right. Look at that. Gala says I have a 0 balance in Gala. Isn't that wild? Swap. There we go. Now it says I'm there. Okay, so Gala, and then I'm going to go and I can paste the address right here. Instead of going looking for it or trying to name it, I just paste the address so that I know I'm getting the right one. There it is, fetching the quotes, and we'll probably see some terrible rates here again. That one took a while, eh? Getting those ones. Oh yeah, get a little notice here saying that the token isn't traded on leading U.S. centralized exchanges. Oh no! Goofy warning. Oh, look at that. Gas fees are a little bit lower. I'm going to click review here. Yeah, so it's going lower, and I'm not even getting this quote to pop up here on MetaMask. So, oh, there it is. Look at that, 92. Yeah, no thanks. I'll do the $64 one. So I click that on Uniswap. So that's how I do it, folks. That's how I make trades. I compare the quotes. I've got MetaMask quotes coming in right now, and they're too high for me. I don't want to pay $92 in transaction fees. Who knew? And so I went ahead with Uniswap because it was giving me better quotes. So that is how I conduct a swap. There it goes, swap. So now I'm out of Gala. What do I do with my spreadsheet? Let's go find it. Where is it? Trade journal. There we go. All right, that should be visible for you guys. Yep. Okay, cool. So this is a spreadsheet that I've built. This template is available for download. If you have a difficult time finding it in the Telegram, definitely join us on Telegram because I'm putting up all the updates over there. Here's a link you can go to check that out. Just go to this website here and you'll see the link to join the Telegram. And this file is there ready to go. So I'm using this for my trade journal throughout this bubble. And what I need to do here is I need to update the sheet with everything that I just did. So Gala is what I've sold. And I think I just have the one position. Yep, I just have the one position. So Gala is now closed. So I go into the status, and under status where it says long, I click that and I click closed because now that trade is done. And then what I'm doing right now, I'm going to make this more automated, folks. But what I'm doing right now is I'm actually freezing these rows, the rows as I do it. So I go over here and I don't think it's up to, I want to protect, yeah, I think that's how that works. Oh no, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to go ahead and just go in and make sure that these formulas don't change. So right now I got formulas programmed in here. Again, like I said, this will be more automated. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this 133.48 and I'm going to throw it in here. So 133.48. Now the calculator isn't going to update this all the time, and I've got static numbers now. Because if I let these numbers continue, then they're still going to fluctuate and they're going to mess up all my numbers. So this one here, because this trade is done, I just type in and I replace the formula that I have programmed here. I replace the formula with the dollar amount or with the data that's in there. So 613, oh, what was it? 613.72. So there we go. Oh, and let's go percent. All right. Now I've got a few assets here that I need to fill in some data. So I got that now. Gala is now done. That's a frozen one. Being closed now, I know I don't have to keep track of it. But now I've got a new trade open, don't I? So I go to December 12th, 2024, and today, and the time, yeah, I'm going to say, well, let's go and actually grab the time, Paul. Go ahead. It's all good. You got time to grab the time. Activity, here we go. This was at Beam. Here we go. Beam was at 744. Okay, and so I go in here and I add Beam. Is it in here? Maybe I didn't add it yet. Thought I did. Yeah, there it is. There's Beam. I'm going long. And the amount of Beam that I got was 16,054 and 84. All right, so now I go and grab the price. Let's go, oh, wait a second. That's that one. Beam. 0.035. So the price is 0.035. That's good enough for me. There's my risk, so it automatically calculates my risk. Oh. So many things going on. There we go. All right, so I got my risk in here, right there. And now I'm going to put in the fees. Well, the fees were a little bit high, weren't they? Yeah, it is. So we grab it. There it is. It tells me what the fees are. Oh, there we go. Network cost $31.57. Ooh, that nice. That did well. Thank you. That's better than the 70 whatever it was. So 31.57. I go down here. 31.57. And my target on Beam. That's a good question. Let's go back to this. I'm getting rid of Gala. I don't need to keep track of that one anymore. And I'm going to put in Beam into my watch list. Crypto. Beam USD. I'll grab this Kraken feed, I think. Bybit, Binance. Yeah, I'm just going to grab the Kraken one. And then I'll bring it up here so that it's organized. There we go. All right, so now how do we figure out what the target is? Well, what I do is that I take a look at the whole chart. We don't have a whole lot of data, but I bring it so that it's nice and scaled. And what I do is that I take a distance between the high and the low using good old Fibonacci retracements. So there's my low, and we just created a new high with it. And it's a brand new project, Look at that. Look at that's all the data we've got. It is one of the leaders out there, even at $1 billion market cap. Isn't that something? So momentum, here we come. So right now, sitting at 3.565. My projection, there we go. My first stop is a 4x. That doesn't mean I'm going to sell, but that's my target. Once it reaches this level here, I will definitely take a moment to reconsider. Now, what do I mean by that? I just mean that this distance here from the low to the high goes 4 more times. Okay, now remember, I have a logarithmic scale, so it's not to scale. But this distance here happens 4 times getting up to here. So from today, that is a target of 273%. Again, I think this is just going to be the first phase. This is going to go a lot higher than this. With a $1 billion market cap like that, I wouldn't say $1 would be difficult for it to go to. But this here is my first target. I'll reevaluate things, check things out, see how the community's doing, make sure the narrative is still nice and strong in their development, so on and so forth. So there we go. Beam. Next, I'm going to just quickly double check. Yeah, and yeah, that's right. Another reason why Beam is a good choice. New project, very, very, very little history, no big pumps and dumps or anything like that. But it is also transferring itself into a layer 1 coin. So it's going from layer 2 into layer 1. Still be on the Ethereum network, but they're just I don't know what you want to call it. Basically transform their coin ecosystem into a layer 1 coin in order to create coins underneath it, more tokenization underneath. As a result, Beam is getting piled into all of these different exchanges over the last week. So major exchanges like Binance, Kraken, KuCoin, what's it called? I always forget. It's the Coinbase and Crypto.com. Those major exchanges are bringing on Beam because it's a layer 1 coin. Layer 1 coin starting at 3.5 cents with a market cap of 1.74 billion. Thank you very much. I'll see you back at 13 cents there, buddy. Next, the other one that I'm going to put in here, let's go and fire off one of these here that I don't check anymore. DEAI, still fine project and everything, but I'm gonna say goodbye to this one. Yeah. Bye bye DEAI. Nice chart. And maybe I might be making a mistake. Oh no, I just lost my 20x. Oh well, there's others. And the seed. No, what's it called again? Yeah, Seed World. So they only have the Seed World that's wrapped in Ethereum on Uniswap version 2. Well, good thing I used Uniswap to make that trade. I know that the price will be accurate. So there we go. Got it. So this is the asset that is in Ethereum. So the numbers here are in what's called wrapped Ethereum. I can't change it. It is just the way that it is. This is how much Ethereum each one of these Seed World coins are. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I usually check this more so anyways. So we are sitting at 007948. I don't even think I go that far. I think I only 0079. What was it? That memory is good, just really short. 7948. Yeah. All right, so there's my risk. Let's go get my totals and my numbers, and then we're good. That's it for this trade to mark it down. And I'm hoping that this helps you see how it is that I manage all of this, guys. It's important that you keep track of your trades, and this spreadsheet is definitely going to come in handy. 69,277.62 worlds, the seed world, and it didn't calculate my risk because it didn't. Why not? I don't know. Figure out what's going on there. Why the oh, I know why. Because I don't have the asset in here. Ha. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting in these numbers here, and then we'll come back to that during our private session. I will show you how to add an asset that is not listed on the spreadsheet, because that's going to happen every once in a while. Oh, target. I am so ADD. Here we go. Target. I take the entire length of the high to the low. There it is. And I stretch it across here. And now I scale this down. So from where we are right now, I'm going up to 4x, which is 1100%. Thank you very much. So the price on this one here is this tiny amount of Ethereum, and I cannot switch it over. So I have to use a converter. So what we do is that we look up Ethereum price. $39.72. Oh, $39.79.72. We bring up the calculator and we type it in. $39.79.72 times the price of this. So times 0.000002. Double check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 2, 0, 1, 3. And so that is 8.01 cents. Let's just double check that. Yep. Good enough. So 8.01. So that's how I have to do the math, guys, because this here is coin market cap. Oh, that's Beam. This here is coin market cap's feed. That's not necessarily the price I bought. I bought off of Uniswap. So I actually need this feed here. This is going to give me a more accurate feed. So, 0.8 of a cent right there. So if I want, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. So then I need to change the price here. Okay, so that's the price. I don't know why that's not populating there. Oh, right, because I don't have that feed. Target. Now I have to do the math on the other one. So this one here is 5 zeros and a 6. So given that, we get the price of Ethereum again. So what was it? Oh, that's 6.8. Nope, I need 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and a 2. So we get the Ethereum price, which is $39.82. 84. Oops. $0.79, folks. That's my target. $0.79. There we go. Current price, an all-time high those ones there, I need to, where did my dashboard with you guys go? There it is. So the all-time high, current and all-time high prices, that gets programmed inside the prices sheet. So I'm going to just go quickly to do that, and then we'll be done market analysis. So I put in the ticker here, which is, just double check it again because it might be Seed World, but S World. Okay. So S World is the ticker. The value, how do I get that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and just grab the URL for Seed World, and I'm going to plop it in here where it belongs. And you can see, boom, the price went ahead and put it up. And that's because I've got the programming for that here. Don't worry about it. If you want to know how I do this, I'll show you. But unless you're autistic like me, it might not help. So then next we've got the all-time high. Well, the all-time high is actually in a different feed. So I grab this one here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it below. And then I go and edit it. And it's got C-Pool all-time high. I'm going to go
move one more down, Paul. Move one more down.
One more down.
Because it's on USD Canada. It's not in S World.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Oh, look at that. Still not coming over here. There we go. Okay, so once I have it, I go and edit, and I just make sure that instead of the ticker XRP, I'm putting in S World. Now, we have to be mindful of the fact that S World is smaller, and it is it might not actually populate on this. Apply. Loading. There it is. It got it. It picked it up. So my all-time high price is now in. So this is my current price and my all-time price. Thank you very much, all of these guys. Great work being done here. I'm just going to show you this website because it's incredible what they've done. Copy link. I'm going to paste it.
So my question on this, Paul, can I ask you a question in here?
Yeah.
You don't want us to touch that price thing.
I don't mind if you do. Just don't mess around with all the formula stuff. If you want to add some stuff, go for it, and I can show you how. I'll show you how to add. You don't have to do all of this stuff. The only thing that you would be doing is changing this row here, taking an old one and just changing the ticker. That's all you're doing. And again, as we go through these, like I'm not going to take any asset off of this list. So as we add together as a team, you know, if there's an asset you want on the sheet, and I put it on the master sheet, and then you copy that over, that works too. But it is nice to be able to have the flexibility to edit yourself in case you add assets that you want to monitor on your own.
So is there a way that you can protect all of the ones above?
There likely is. Yeah, I think there is a way that I can protect all the fields after they're done. I'll look at that.
Mainly because we don't want them to change. And if someone does go in there and accidentally change it, then all of our things will be wrong.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
hear
mean?
you. Yeah,
So I don't know. Maybe it's just me wanting to be, cautious on that.
it is a good point. And yeah, I would definitely do well to oopsies. I would definitely do well to protect those fields for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't know why. Import data. You know what? I'm just going to go with I3 and see if that helps. There, that's better. Some of the data doesn't show up, and it's either because it needs to reload itself, or sometimes these here, they don't feed properly, and so then I gotta go and do it manually. It looks like I gotta do that with a few here. Far. Yeah, so it says here that it can't find the URL. So I just have to do some work on that. Okay, so there we have it, folks. I just conducted a full trade and I put in all the information that I need for here. Now I can go back to, come on, there we go. Now I can go back to the journal sheet right here. Brings this up. Now I can add that super world right here. And again, now I pull up the trade data. This was at this was December 12th, 2024 at 7:48. I'm going long. There's my totals, and now we've got the risk there. Perfect. Good stuff. Everything's good. And it says for some reason I lost money already. 31. Oh, well, yeah, because of the fees, right? The fees definitely would have cut into that, right? And then the market fluctuates. So we're good. I'm in.
Did you put your target in for Beam?
Beam. Did I put my target in for Beam? No, I didn't. How did I miss that? I thought we established what that was. Let's go up to it. Beam.
You did, but you didn't put it in.
Oh, I just didn't put it in. Okay. 13.2 cents. Wow, I've got so much going on here. I am seriously major ADD. That was What's Up Canada, and they're dealing with that yesterday. Well, window. Pause analysis. Here we go. Where did my spreadsheet go? Where did my spreadsheet go?
Up higher.
Here it is, 13 cents. Okay, there we go. I think that's it, 13. Oh, I do like to put, that way I don't have to think about it. I do like to put this, I updated this now so that I can put the target prices.
No. That's World. You put the 13 cents in World, not Beam. That was 79 or something like that.
Yeah, you are so astute. Thank you. Good catch.
I'm just helping you.
I love
0.79 or something like that.
Awesome.
Go to your journal.
0.79. Yeah, you're right. There. Okay. So yeah, the work in progress, but this here, this is ready to go. This will be how you maintain your how you maintain your positions. Get a good glance at them. You can see where things are and where they aren't. I can see that my feed is not coming in for 0 by 0 at all. So right now the numbers are just, the numbers aren't coming in. All-time highs here, they're not feeding in properly, and so that just means I got some maintenance to do in here to bring those prices in with the feeds. And it's just a matter of finding the right URLs. But I wanted to share with you this website here. This is a website that only uses API to pull the cryptocurrency prices of assets. I think they've got the top 5,000 or something like that. Yeah, tracking top 5,000 coins by market cap. So how does it work? Well, the examples that they give here are exactly how it works. So here's the Binance coin price. When you click on this link, the link only displays that tiny little number up in the top. That's all it displays. I gotta look for my StreamYard again. There you go. That little tiny number way up there. That's the only content on the web page. And so that web page, this URL, is actually what we use inside these fields here. And you can do it this way. There's BNB, but then if you add ATH after that, it brings up the all-time high price. And so we use these URLs to feed the data into this sheet. Now this one here, the ticker URL and symbol XML, XML data, all this stuff here, that is for when these URLs fail. Because what I'm doing there is I'm actually pulling that data by elements off of CoinMarketCap. So that's what I got going on there. Not that that's that important when it comes to trading, but that's how I'm
So
able to
that's
get the data so that this can populate properly.
so that's crypto price dot what?
Cryptoprices.cc. I'll put the main link in our chat here. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and end the live stream. Thanks so much for joining.